Hello, everyone. I'm John Travers with your Weather Briefings Winter Storm Outlook, issued Friday, February 26th, 2016. Well, we have a couple of storms that we're going to closely watch, most of them occurring early in this period of the next 14 days. We will bring you a 14-day outlook every day and update it as often as necessary here on winterstormoutlook.com. Here is the latest satellite picture. Two areas we're going to have to watch for our upcoming weather. First, a relatively significant storm system moving onto the Pacific coast right now, everywhere from northern and central California, where we will see some rain and snow mixed in higher elevations, especially the snow, and then all the way up into Washington and Oregon and further up into Canada. We will see this system move rapidly to the east and drop into this trough, which you can see sort of defined in the infrared image this morning. There is another system that is out ahead of this system, and it's doesn't look like much right now, but it's sitting up here over Alberta, and it is going to be where I think we'll see a significant storm, or at least a significant clipper before the major storm at the end of this weekend. Another color enhanced view of the goes east image this day looks to show the storm that we saw a couple of days ago, which created significant severe weather over the southern and east central part of the United States, is well off to sea, only impacting the fish at this time. And a new storm that we've been talking about moving on to the west coast, and what will be the beginning, or what is the beginning of a clipper system moving out of Canada, and this system will be the first one we'll have to watch. The rest of the nation is relatively quiet. There are some scattered showers and snowflakes falling right now over portions of western New York and western Pennsylvania. The snow showers and rain showers in this area will likely move on to the northeast and not be a big deal. Let's take a look at what the GFS model is predicting as we move closer to this evening, right around 9 o'clock tonight Eastern Time. This little setup is going to drop south into the United States, up through Canada. This high pressure area represents an area of quite cold air that extends all the way up close to the Arctic Circle. The low pressure system, which is developing to the south of that, extends on to the east across portions of a good portion of Canada. And we're going to see this scenario drop south into the United States. Let's take a look at it 48 hours from now, when it will probably have its most significant impact. As you can see by then, we start to see the low over here, low pressure that was over Canada has moved on to the east, but it extends and develops further west with high pressure beginning to insert itself over the extreme northern part of the United States. As we move on into the morning hours of Sunday, we start to see this storm playing a role in our weather, although not a lot of precipitation yet. But by Sunday night, we will see the storm sort of squeeze out the moisture that is available across the United States. Here we go Sunday night. We see snow over portions of Wisconsin and Michigan. There's probably going to be the freezing line sort of take part of this precipitation to the south of the low. It will generate rain. To the north, it will be snow. And where that falls across northern Illinois through Indiana, southern Wisconsin, and Michigan will be indicative of where the rain snow line will be. But there's a very good chance, at least over mid-Michigan on into the western part of the state, we'll see a pretty much all snow event with a couple of inches. The southeast part of Michigan likely to experience more in the way of rain. Off to the west, we see another low pressure system developing. It is also associated with a storm that's coming in from the Pacific, and we will see this be our next big player as we move into the first part of next week. Here we are on Tuesday morning. A very significant low wraps up over western Kansas. two major factors with this storm. One will be another outbreak of severe weather. I can almost guarantee that we're going to see a significant severe weather outbreak again, and that's a lot of severe weather for February this time of year, especially when you consider that this past storm brought severe thunderstorms as far north as Rhode Island. We're likely to see a very similar setup this storm with severe thunderstorms starting over the southern United States, producing tornadoes, probably a couple of significant tornadoes, and then severe thunderstorms moving into the east central U.S. and probably on into the northeast as well. This is the look at the map as of 8 a.m. Tuesday, and let's see what happens as we move on beyond that. The storm gets going. It taps the Gulf of Mexico by Tuesday night, and Wednesday morning we see the low pressure system sitting over portions of Michigan. Again, where the low exists will indicate where the rain and the snow will fall. It looks like the warm front cuts across Michigan, and there is a good chance that southeast Michigan will see a mix of rain and snow, while mid-Michigan on west and north will see all snow, probably another major snowstorm for parts of Michigan and northern Wisconsin, even back this time into portions of extreme northwest, north central Illinois. We'll have to watch that. But the big deal, I think, is going to be the heavy rain and severe weather with this storm. There's also a lot of cold air associated with this. So as soon as the cold front passes by and the cold front sort of extends down through here, you will see much colder temperatures drop in all the way to the southern United States. Out ahead of this cold air, we will see severe thunderstorms. Again, here's a squall line developing already on Wednesday morning. And as we move into the day on Wednesday, by Wednesday night, the squall line rapidly pushes to the east and northeast. I would expect severe weather likely from the mid-south over East Texas, the Gulf Coast states, up on through the Tennessee Valley, even as far north as the Ohio Valley, stretching then on into the northeast and the mid-Atlantic states by this is Wednesday night. So we start with, let's go back to Tuesday uh, at 8 a.m., the low center over Kansas. We go into Tuesday night with the storm center over portions of southern Iowa. And again, there's where the precipitation will begin to spread east along this warm front that stretches east along this sort of kink in the isobars. And then as we move into the day on Wednesday, we will see this storm really take shape and again this squall line develop. This is the latest with these two storms. Another storm begins to enter into the Pacific Northwest, and then we take a quick look out ahead of this next system. Let's take a look at how things appear on Friday of this week. We see high pressure dominating most of the U.S., a storm moving into the west, and 10 days out from now, we see another storm actually. Let's look at 9 days out from now. We see another storm develop over the Ohio Valley, producing likely snow over Michigan and parts of Wisconsin, probably back into eastern Missouri, with another threat for severe weather once this taps the Gulf of Mexico over portions of the Gulf Coast states. And then as we look into Monday morning, we see the storm rapidly pull on to the northeast, snow behind it, and showers and thunderstorms out ahead of it. Again, another shot of very cold air that stretches from Canada all the way south into the southern United States. That's the latest. I'm meteorologist John Travers, and we will update this as conditions warrant, but certainly every morning. And I also want you to note just to the bottom of this video, we're presenting our Storm Avenger. We have a terrific weather service that we have condensed into a web app for any company that's affected by weather. Our Premium Plus Storm app gives you 24/7 telephone access to our staff as well as text messaging, plus all the features on the web app, including customized video, local radar, storm reports, current conditions. The list goes on. And also our basic app if you are a very small company or if you're just interested in what's going on. For all of the weather fans out there that want to get a detailed look at what's going on in their region and have a national storm outlook presented by video, that's available also in our basic plan. And we have a terrific special going on from now until the end of April. That's the latest from Weather Briefings. I'm John Travers.